label gotta free me, baby. Like some green tea, baby. Yeah, yeah. Buried alive. Someone come pick me up. And then right now, she picking up. Boys got big on my name. That's big enough. The jig is up. They said the truth will set you free. Well, mine's gonna stream while you watching HD. You know what I'm saying? It's me. You doing chores while I'm doing me. You gonna get yours while I'm doing me. You gonna get yours while I'm doing me. Reach me, baby. Call my phone and say you need me, baby. Deep sleep, baby. Scorching hot in these streets, baby. Pull up way back, beat, beat, baby. And my whip came with the heat seats, baby. I need a sneak peek, baby. I'm still scorching hot in these streets, baby. Hey, Pluto, what's up? Who is that in the chat? Rick, Rit, Rickman Chata? Rick Rickman Chata. ¿Qué pasa, Holmes? ¿Cómo está, amigo? ¿Cómo está, amigo? I forgot how to say, tell me something good. ¿Cómo se dice, tell me something good, home? No, that ain't English. That's Spanish, home. All right, so I just now getting started. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick collective reading, and then after the collective reading, we will get to the individuals. Okay. Just a little bit about me. Welcome to the stream, y'all. My name is KP. You can call me King Pluto. I'm the king of pancakes. Uh, King Phoenix. Definitely evolved Scorpio here. I am I guess you what they would call Black American or Brown American, well, Black American, right? I guess you could say that's what they call us internationally, Black Americans. Um, yeah, individual, free, and donation-based readings here live. Um, I'm more than just a tarot reader. I'm a certified life coach, certified nutritionist, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. I'm not just one of these people who get up here and run my mouth. I actually got certificates and whatnot to bag it up. Okay. If you are looking for help beyond the cards, whether you just looking to clear some creative blockages or you looking to make big life changes, Coach KP might be the coach for you. Okay, we work off. If you can afford my services, because this is a non-profit, faith-based organization. So if you would like a minimum donation amount for any of my services, ask. But you can donate what you can, and we can figure out the best thing for you, right? Really, it's about the effort. It's about putting yourself in position to win, right? And whenever a good player listen to they whenever a coach and a player have a good relationship, it always turn out good in the sport. And our sport is life. So I'm here to support you however you need. I always say I'm here to help you realize your potential and maximize your potential as a coach, okay? So the cards is just one tool that we use. All right? The cards is just one tool that we use, okay? So for our daily attunement, right? The daily attunement is where we use the cards to receive messages from the omniverse, the universe, etc., existence, and hopefully these messages be able to help us make good. This, hopefully these messages help us make good decisions in the future. I don't know why I got choked up on that part. Maybe that's a message for somebody. I don't know. I'm not one of those people like, oh, my phone rang. That's a confirmation. Sometimes that do be kind of eerie though. Like, I be watching tarot readings and they be cooking, and then they phone a ring or the airplane to go past, or it be something crazy that'll happen, and I be like, soon as you get into the reading, and then something happen. But some readers, man, they be like, everything is a confirmation. They be like, oh, they popping fireworks. Confirmation. I mean, like, no, it's how about it's the end of June? How about that? All right, so here we go, y'all. Collective reading for um the next day ahead. I know some people is already into Thursday, going into Friday, or maybe I know a lot of people is probably already halfway done with Thursday. So take this for the next 24 hours, depending on who you are, where you are, and when you see this message, okay? So the first card, and maybe the card of the day here, um, double tap that screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. What's up, y'all? I see y'all in the chat, man. Come on in. Yup. Come on, get comfortable. Supporting the channel is free. I gotta call y'all. No, half of y'all left. That's crazy. I got one like and 6 people left. That's crazy. That's cool though. Just support is free, man. If I understand everybody can't, be out there and all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and make this a successful collective reading at least, y'all. All right. Remember, you double tap that screen, and that help other people get the message, right? Even if it don't resonate with you, it could resonate with somebody in the community. Okay. So the card of the day for Thursday or the next 24 hours, but for me, it's going to be the card of the day for Thursday, August 20th, 2026. Is going to be the Empress card. Um, this is a major arcana card. Remember, major arcana cards means big life changes for months, weeks, and even years to come. Okay, major arcana cards is going to run a big theme because they represent archetypical energy, right? When you're talking about tarot, remember the ace through 10 represents everyday situations and circumstances, right? And then when you get to the court cards, 11 and up, or the page and up, remember that represents people, personalities, etc. Okay, that's generally how we look at tarot. Okay, so the Temperance card being the card of the day, of course most tarot readers is going to tell you, uh-oh, earth angel, you got to be an earth angel, you're going to have to be the bigger person. What else do I commonly hear on the YouTube streets? They're going to say, whenever you see this card, they're going to say, oh, you got to be tempered, right? You got to be balanced. Most of the time when you see this card, you're going to see multiple elements in this card, and that's a reminder of how stressful life can be. Um, what do you do when everything seemingly is falling apart and you don't even have no one that you even think will understand, let alone get time to listen, right? What do you do when you got some things going on that you don't know what to do and you don't know who to ask, right? um I tell you what you do. The first thing you do is remain calm, deep breathe, and center yourself, ground yourself, and focus. That's what you do, and everything else will fall into place. The Temperance card, I can't say honestly, is one of my first. I would say this is one of my favorite cards, not top tier. Um, just on resonance alone because I am a fan of tarot. I'm not one of those people who don't get readings and all of that. No, I read for myself everything. So the Temperance card is a card that has played a role here in my life, but it hasn't really shown much in the collective readings. And by it being a card of the day, I wanted to give it uh its just due, right? So the Temperance card represents the number 14 of the major arcana. 1 plus 4 equals 5. If you reduce that 1 plus 4 to 5, um, this is indicating that there is some sort of imbalance here, right? And the reason why we know that is because uh, 5 is not divisible by 2, right? You don't get a whole number. You don't get a prime number. I believe it's a whole prime number, right? 5 is not divisible by 2. So what that means is that this is going to be a period of conflict. This is going to be a period of uncertainty. This is going to be a period of doubt. This is going to be a period of being tested emotionally. Um, and it's not so much, and a lot of people that I coach and everything, it ain't even so much of them not knowing things or not being smart or anything like that. It's more or less a problem of how well can we stay cool, calm, and collected in the face of adversity, right? And can we be, are we able to perform in real time and get the results that we need? Or do we shut down right when that flat tire hit, or when we get fired, or when we get cheated on? Do we shut down and lose ourselves for 6 months? Right? Do we, we just do the basics. We take showers, we go to work, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Clear sign of depression, right? When you're doing the bare minimum. But the temperance card, um, a couple of the key terms associated with the temperance card is moderation and economy. Um, if you haven't figured this out yet, what I would say is that um, air, it's always going to be something in life, right? It's always going to be somebody with an opposing view and somebody who's rude about it. It's always going to be contingent. It's always going to be something equal opposite of whatever path you going down. And I really think it's a disservice for us to believe that everybody has to be on one accord, because when you get too deep into that ideology, if that's the right word, then it creates separatism, and it doesn't allow people to really accept others who are different than them, because we're either going to push people away or we're going to try to impose something on people. And either way it goes, it could end, in separate. Now, separate doesn't necessarily mean not equal, especially if, here you go again. Especially if, I don't even remember what I was saying. So I was just shuffling the best course of action, and this card just jumped out, and it's the Two of Swords. Um, you know what? Before I say that, let me say this. When we dealing with the number, whenever we read tarot, we start with the number first, or whatever, and then we read the second. So the two tells us what energy we are in, right? And then the sword tells us what area of life we are in, right? So the two deals with balance and duality. It could be opposing opposites, um, but we're not going to manifest that, right? We want to manifest harmony. So the Two of Swords as the best. Oh, and the other half of this card is the sword. Remember, whenever you see a sword card, excuse me. Whenever we see a sword card, it has the I statement of I think or I know. Okay. So now to take this reading a little bit deeper, let's look at what's going on in the environment of the card. So there's some rocky waters who's not too, they calm-ish, right? They not crashing on the shores, but you definitely see ripples in the water. It's not still water. Okay, so in tarot, we already know that water represents emotions, and water represents the I statement of I feel. All right. Um, so the water being behind the person is saying that emotions are not important right now. We need to be facing the facts. How do we know that? Because a person have a sword in each hand, and each sword is equal, right? So left path, right path, no matter what path we choose, no matter what's going on around us in the environment, we need to make a decision based off of logic and reason alone, right? Especially if we worried about disappointing the kids or disappointing our mate or disappointing people at work or disappointing the people at the bar we used to hang out with. If it's time to make a change in your life, make the smart decision. Don't worry about, oh, well, such and such isn't going to be happy. Listen, anytime that someone is unhappy about you doing something better in yourself, remember that's spirit's way of weeding those people out of our way, out of our path, so we don't carry them as luggage, right? If I decide to eat better and you shame me for it, it's nothing for us to ever talk about again. You might call me petty because I want to eat. I mean, because I'm mad that you want to shame me for eating healthy, but I can't have nobody who wants me to do stuff that's unhealthy. So if you want me to lie, cheat, and steal for you, and I decide to distance myself, don't talk about me behind my back because I'm doing something that I feel like is right for me. I'm not talking about you behind your back because you want to do something. No, I'm just gonna, it is what it is. Good luck to you. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and get back to the chat real quick. Let me see. Oh, nobody, like usual. No, I'm just playing. All right. So the feed is not live. How do we keep the feed live? So I need to make sure that everything is visible. All right. So yeah, we here. So just to give a brief synopsis before we turn back over to the individual readings. The card of the day again is going to be um, the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is a reminder that no matter what's going on around us, we need to remain focused on the goals, the dreams, the aspirations. And how do we do that? How do we remain grounded in this chapter of our life? Well, we need to make good logical decisions, right? That's going to be the best for everybody involved. And like I said, the channel message was sometimes people is going to look at you funny because you want to change the way you dress. Maybe you want to cover up, or maybe you want to stop being so flashy, or maybe you don't want to go out as much. People is going to make you feel that's because they're used to living life a certain way, and it's going to be hard for them. Just like it's hard for you to make the decision to do so, it's hard for them to even come to the idea that maybe they should do so too, or whatever. And a lot of people stay stuck. But what I would say is reach out for a friend. You know what I'm saying? If you're moving in a direction and you see your friend still doing the same thing since 1996, reach out for your friend. Ask your friend, how you doing, friend? Say, friend, look, friend, I'm tired of all this clubbing. I'm tired of all these one night stands. I'm tired of waking up with a headache, trying to go to church, pretending like we wasn't up till 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friend, like, friend, friend, you got goals, you got dreams. Stack your bread up, friend. Stop running them streets, friend. You can go get you a bottle and a blunt and go sit in the house and play your own music, friend. You know what I'm saying? But uh, like I was saying the other day, the last time I did a collective reading, we not stuck on the trajectory. Um, we can't help when and how we was born and all of that stuff, but we can start to break away from those patterns that was taught to us, whether it was taught to us on purpose or not. Right? Do you believe in change? Do you believe you can and you will? That's the question. All right. So with that being said, that's the end of the collective reading. Thank y'all for allowing me to talk. Hopefully that resonated with somebody. Any more questions, comments, concerns, let me know. If y'all want an additional card for either one of these decks for the current energy or the current energy or the what you call them best course of action, let me know before we get to the individuals. If not, we can go ahead. Um, again, my name is K Pizzle. King Pluto, King Phoenix, definitely a Scorpio. Well, I'm a cusp. I'm on the cusp, but my sun sign, my dominant sign is I was born in the house of Scorpio, but I am a Scorpio Libra cusp. All right, but yeah, whatever, man, whatever y'all want, let me know. Why my voice sound AI? Y'all heard that? That boy channeling something different tonight. But yeah, though, man, what's up? How can I help y'all? Oh, so yeah, my name is KP. We do free and donation based readings. If you want a big though, if you want a big reading, like two, three questions, stuff like that, I ask that we do it in private. If you do donate now, say if you donate, like we do donation by tiers. So like if you do like $1 to $5, right? Then maybe we could do that $1 to $10. But if you want like a $20 reading or something like that, I ask that we do that in private, right? And then that way we can get like a consultation. Maybe we can even explore coaching options. Maybe I throw in a free coaching session. You know what I'm saying? With the tarot guidance. What's up, Renee? How you doing? Well, I'm happy it resonated for you, my friend. But you know what they say, if it really resonated, sock it to my pocket, right? Let me take off like a rocket. Uh, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. Faith of Ophelia. So we are gonna do a bonus stream tonight, y'all. We're gonna do some lottery. It's just like a little pastime, and I like winning money too, right? So if y'all want, we're gonna do a bonus live tonight, y'all. So come back, hang out, chill. All right. So guidance for whoa, balance for Ritz. I'm gonna call. Can I call you Ritz? I like Menchada, Menchanda. All right. Now, when you introduce yourself, you gotta start telling people your name Ritz. All right, and I gave you that name too. Remember, KP gave you that name. So what you been doing, Renee? You gotta give me an update. How's life been since we met? All right, y'all. Let me get my dinner together. All right, so we gotta. Little dirty. All right, so you want some general guidance? Um, I'm gonna go with the Rider Waite. So because this is our first time reading together, I'm just gonna pull one card just to see what the overall theme is right now, and then I'm gonna do a over, and then I'm gonna do best course of action, just for just a general attunement, just to get us on the same page. Okay, it's very important to build rapport with your readers. Um, the more, the better our relationship, the better I'll be able to help. So yeah, you went to the doctor. Well, you know this is going to be the greatest tarot reading of all time. Like that's already established. We don't even have to worry about that. We already know that that's going to happen. I don't know what that is. Okay. So the overarching theme right now is going to be the King of Wands, okay? So before I get really deep into the card itself, I gotta break down the basics of it first. So when you're dealing with the king, remember the king is I always forget the number 14 card. 1 plus 4 equals 5 again. That just came out in the collective reading. Oh, another good thing to do, y'all, is make sure y'all ask questions and stuff like that on those collective readings, because when you get your individual reading, you can bunch them together and you can either have it like two readings or you can make one big reading. So if I go live 2, 3 times a day, then that means you could potentially get 6 readings in one day. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, what y'all think and feel and perceive is very important, because I'm not just here to make y'all feel good, right? I want y'all to actually be able to make some strides in y'all life and then come back, give me testimony, and then you know what I'm saying, we grow together. Okay, so the king is a representation of the number, I mean, the air element. Remember, anytime you're dealing with the air element in tarot is I think, right? I know this is a reminder because we just dealt with a sword card, but it's going to be important, and I'm going to tell you why in a second, okay? So the second part of this card is the wands representing the fire element. And can somebody tell me what the I statement for the fire element is in tarot? So if the air element is I think, right, dealing with the third eye, the crown, the throat chakra, right? Then what is the I statement for the fire element, right? And that's dealing with like the Manipura, the Mulada, how you say it, Muladhara, uh, solar plexus. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Damn, we need something to drink, man. You said you had, okay, so when you're dealing with the fire element, remember the fire element. Yeah, you did a good job waiting. Yes, you did. You didn't bark. That my girl. You know what I'm gonna do for you? I'm gonna give you a treat because you're a good girl. Yeah, and you're a good boy too. Where the puppies at? Where my puppies? Oh, there you go. the knives? Where are the knives? I bought the knives for a reason. I need to use the knives. Alright. Okay. So I got a multitask, y'all. Y'all know how I go. You gotta cook, clean, everything. Do tarot all at once. I know that baby better get out the kitchen. That baby been good all day. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, okay then, little. Why you ain't tell me? Okay. You better stop playing with King Pluto. You know I'm gonna get you together. I got you. If you need me to be more gentle, I got you. You just gotta talk. I told you gotta talk to me. You better get my attention. Like I said, I be cooking, cleaning. Right now, I'm trying to cut up a pork chop and read tarot all at the same time. You gotta talk to me. My bad. My bad, man. She, my bad. Well, you think oh, you ain't know? Boom, boom, boom. You better call somebody. The Rock loves pie. Can you smell All right. Okay. What what you want? You want an applesauce? What you need? How can I help you? Country. How can I how can I help you? You want an applesauce? You want a fruit cup? Hmm? Okay. So, um, Rick, Ritz, I got a question. What stands out to you about this card? Now that we got a few of the basics, I got you. What do I? And I got gummies. You better stop playing with me. What you want? Arizona? Fruit punch? I mean, not Arizona. I mean, not fruit punch. What you want? Arizona? Capri Sun? What you want? I got some oatmeal. You want some oatmeal? Good job. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Good boy. Hmm. But thanks for pulling up, though. Thanks for raising the property value around here, Your Highness. I'm sorry if I was smacking. Y'all know me, I'm a big boy. I gotta eat. I didn't get this big by starving. Okay. With Smith going on behind him? What is a Smith? What you talking about, friend? Country, since you here, can I get you a reading? Pretty please. I would really like to give you a reading. Think you will really enjoy it. A bother? What? You know your presence is needed around here? Do you know that? You know it be times where you be the one, you be the wrong one leaving. I'd be like, damn, she would have just stayed 5 minutes longer. The energy would have shifted, man. Oh, you must not know how much you must not know how much you loved and appreciated around her. You must not know that. I already told you, man. As soon as I came in, as soon as you came in, and I channeled, you know, whatever. I downloaded your name and the energy attached to it. I was like, this is matriarchal energy. I couldn't never tap into it because it was always interference. But it was matriarchal energy. Okay, so the lizard. Oh, I was waiting on him to say this. Oh, something going on behind him. Okay, okay. I'm like, what is that? Do that mean Smith? I don't know what's going on. Okay, that's what I was waiting on. Okay, okay, I got you. What else you need? What else you need, Water? So, um, the lizard. So, when we dealing with the symbolism of the lizard represents the fire element for one. Um, of course, it represents like that reptilian kundalini energy, which is also synonymous with the fire element, right? I've heard of people raising their kundalini and their head got so hot that their hair fell out. They burnt their hair out. They burnt their hair follicles. Um, so if I zoom in on this card, what you will notice, there's more lizards biting their tails than not on this card, right? Um, what do that mean? What do that mean? Right? Remember, everything in tarot was placed there for a reason. Signs and symbols for the conscious mind, right? Or is it signs and symbols for the subconscious mind? right? So when we're dealing with this, the key to understanding this symbolism is understanding all of the court cards in this particular suit. The page, the knight, the queen, and the king. So when you go from page to knight, you see as you progress through the court cards, it's more and more lizards biting their tail. Now, most of us are familiar with the. Now, I was hungry. I'm sorry, y'all. I was sorry. So most of us is familiar with the snake biting its tail, right? Um, and that got different meanings, right? But in specific here, the lizard or the reptile biting its tail represents look at it as like a badge or look at it as trophies, right? And these look at each lizard as a manifestation that this person can account for to say, I had an idea. Oh, excuse me. Well, that was kind of weird while I was talking. I had an idea, I had a goal, I had a dream, I had a plan, right? And I brought it from the mental plane to fruition. That's the specialty of the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a person that would, and hear me out, this is coming full circle, right? I know it took a long time for me to get here, but the King of Wands representing the air element, that's the visionary aspect. So that's a person who, with no emotions per se, can withdraw from the senses and say, as a leader, as a manifester, as a whatever, I want or need this. My family, my tribe, my city, my country needs this. I have a method of manifestation and it works. And I have 100% success rate right now. I haven't had an accident in 20,000 manifestations. Right? OSHA. The spiritual OSHA around here. Right? I'm the inspector. So, um, I gotta ask a question before we continue. What is it that you're trying to bring to fruition? What is this? What is there something that you need to bring full circle in your life right now? Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's getting married. Maybe it's reconciliation of an ex. What is reconciliation? Maybe it's you reconciling with an ex. But my question is, what are you bringing full circle right now? Reconciliation and job switch. You just said that because I said that. You trying to trick me. You trying to make me think I'm a good reader or something. Okay, so let me show you how this card works. He said it's literally like that. You just said that because I said that. Okay. Now I'm just, I like to joke around and play a lot, but I do mean business when I come on here. So um so what I'm getting is that um it's not the problem of desire per se. It's the logical part of, so it's one thing to have desire, right? Um People have desire at different levels for different things. We all know that. It's another thing to be able to use your crown, to use your wand to direct the energy. Pause. So if you get in this card, what I would say is, one, make sure that the things that you want is truly in alignment. We not ignoring bad, don't purposefully ignore red flags, no matter if it's a job, whatever. It doesn't matter. Don't purposefully, don't do things for vain reasons. If you know a particular industry or a particular job or whatever give you money, but you're not going to be happy long term, then don't stay there long term. There's nothing wrong with you getting your money, but don't get comfortable. Don't get lazy. Don't fall asleep at the wheel. Stay focused. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it was something else I wanted to add to that, but maybe it'll come back to me later. But again, the things that you want, that you seek, right? Like, for example, reconciliation, right? I don't know who you trying to reconcile with, but one thing I will say is that make sure that this is a smart decision. We don't reconcile because we miss people, right? Missing people is just, that's just a part of the program. Because a person can, you can care about somebody and they can hurt you bad, and you can have moments of missing them, even when they hurt you. Like, dang man, this was my homie, or dang, this was my girl, or this was my love, or I'm gonna miss this person. You gonna miss that person, but I can't let them do it again, or I can't let them treat me like that. I can't let them steal, whatever. You not, man, you hungry? Y'all want some water? I'll get you some water in a second. All right, man. You gotta be good, okay? I'll get you some water. Oh, man, these dogs always wait till I'm doing something before they, you know what I'm saying? All right, so I want you to do a deep dive on the King of Wands, because the King of Wands is who you going to have to be in the future. Spirit is saying, maybe you've done some spiritual work, or maybe done some karma cleansing, whatever, but you still got some of the old identity still lingering on, and you need to shake it off, okay? For some people, that looks like, again, risky behaviors, bad habits, allowing yourself to stay stuck in intrusive thoughts, bad thought loops, or you know, neglecting to force yourself to make new habits. Right? A lot of us know about the new habits. Ha! That is so funny. I did all that shuffling just to pull another King of Wands. You can't make this up. Go ahead, YouTube, and clip that. AI, go ahead and clip that. What's that? You gotta do a fist or something to make it clip. Yeah, I did all that just to pull another King of Wands. Excellent. Give me 1 second. Let me get a dog some water, and I'm gonna finish this reading off for you. So I really think that I really just think that hammer home the point that I was making, which is that you need to go ahead and do a deep dive on the King of Wands. Don't you lie. Hey girl, what you doing? I just gave that man some water just like you. Alright, I'm stuck in thoughts. Okay, that's the air element. So again, you need to balance out your air element and you need to balance out your fire element. Focus on those two things. How do you do that? You focus on what you think, what you know, right? And what you want, your desires. Those two things are most important for you right now. What am I thinking? What's my perspective? And what do I want? And just make sure the things that you want is good. That's it. I don't know what else to say to you. Like, everything in your environment can tell you that things aren't going the way you want it until that one thing happens. So persevere until that one thing happen. And when it happens, you own it. You say, you know what? This is going to be the catalyst that's going to get me to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah, I might have to go back a step or two, but this is it. This is the opportunity I've been waiting on. See, a lot of people, they be so down and out that they get opportunities, and sometimes they even recognize it. And sometimes they even, but they don't fully embrace it because they so stuck on the past. PTSD, they hurt. And I'm not saying that it's easy to stop because nobody does it on purpose. It's a defense mechanism that your subconscious do to keep you safe. But at the end of the day, what it really boiled down to is, are you able to fight those intrusive thoughts in order to get the results that you want in life? Right? Because my guru talks about this a lot. He always say, if you suffering from PTSD, then you suffering from something that don't exist. If you suffering from worrying, if you anxious about the future to the point that you're worrying, and then that's making you depressed too, then again, you're suffering from something that don't exist because there's many things that could happen in the future. No path is set in stone. None. And even once something do pass, you can go back and change it to a certain degree. I'm about to get in trouble. Oh my God. Don't you lie. Don't you lie. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. And you can change the past. Now I ain't gonna say fuck it like that, but it's the truth. You can. Like, they don't want you to know that, but yeah, I understand why too though, but fuck that. We humans. Fuck that. I don't like that. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. Don't you lie. Yeah, but long story short though, you get the King of Wands twice. So the King of Wands' best course of action is that there's no more being stuck for you. That shit's over with. It's time for you to get up and march. It's time for you to be a leader now. Right? You take your passions, you take your desires, you take your goals, and you go about it the best way possible. How do you do that? Using your crown. What do that mean? Make good decisions. That's it. Of course, everything it ain't gonna be in your control. But every single time you wake up, you get a chance to progress in life. You get a chance to do better. And even if you have a misstep, you still have a chance to keep moving forward. Take advantage of it. But you can't only thing you can't focus on the missteps. Only thing you're supposed to do is learn from the missteps and keep it in your back pocket so you don't repeat mistakes. Right? Consistency, persistency, a little bit each day goes a long way. Do y'all hear me? A little bit each day goes a long way. It's about stacking wins. Double tap that screen, hit that like button. I see a couple people just coming in. We got free and donation based readings. My name is KP. Breakfast time, I am the king of pancakes. You understand what I'm saying? When it's reading time, I facilitate transformation. That's what I'm here for. We facilitate transformation. Trying what only? All right, was there anybody else who was looking for a reading? What you trying? It ain't nothing to try. It's you just keep doing it until it's done. It ain't no I'll try it a little bit. If it don't work, then I'll think about this again. Hell no, that's not how it works. Because guess what? Those bad habits, they didn't manifest like that. That's not how they manifested, so that's not how we are gonna get rid of it. Ain't no trying. Ain't no listen. I want you to remove that trying thing out of your lexicon right now because I'm giving you step by step methodology. Now it might be random and it might be, but this is listen, man, what I'm telling you is what separate champions from chumps. Now, according to these cards, you decide which one you want to be. I don't know no other way else to say it, friend. Don't you lie. Don't you lie. Dog, go find me a lighter. I want you to say, I am better and better and better and better. Say that. Don't say trying nothing. Say it. Say, I am better. Every moment I get better. What? Don't you lie. Don't you lie. What? Every moment I get better and better and better and better. Yeah, no, this ain't that. We ain't in the trying phase. We in the doing phase. We need results. Now, if this was the ace of something, then I say, yeah, you can try whatever. Wow. No, this king energy. This you got two kings. This letting me know that you just need to be held accountable. That's what that's telling me. That means that you not using your power for good. You crumbling in the face of adversity. You letting your situation and circumstance win. That's what these two kings is telling me. These two kings is telling me either you don't know you can change your circumstances or you just sitting on your ass, not changing your circumstances. Remember the fire Air and fire together. Do you understand what that means? Listen, if you ask me, people, that's the two main elements people is missing is air and fire. Shit. Now I don't know. Well, nah, yeah, air and fire. Well, because air, you're not really born with air. You develop air over time. You're born with water. You're born with earth. Air and fire is, well, I guess we all born with fire, but it can be cultivated. I just think that fire needs air though, but it's the truth. Fire do need air in real life. If you fire can't operate without air, so it's the same, and it's as above, so below. So Coco, don't you lie. Bang. Uh, Tomorrow I'm gonna give you 24 hours, and I'm gonna be expecting you to be able to give me a full, thorough breakdown about this King of Wands. I want to know about all the symbolism in the card. I want to know everything. I want a full, thorough breakdown of this card. You ain't got no choice. Why do it feel hot in here a little? Huh? Why do it feel hot? Little, I'm hot, little. You always want something to eat. Man, no, okay, sure. Listen, I'm giving you the control. I'm like a mechanic. I just came to test drive your car to tell you what's wrong with it. Now I'm giving you the tools to fix it. But I'm giving you the diagnosis and I'm giving you the tools to fix it. Now it's just up to you to go home and fix it. Don't you lie. You welcome. You are welcome. All right, Lurk Dog. Who is the Lurk Dog on here? What's up? You want to read on Lurk Dog? I'm assuming you a hater. I don't know why. Let me pull you a card. Let's see when you gonna die or something. I'm just playing. I'm just playing Alert. I'm just playing Alert Dog. I don't want you to die. Oh, it's you? Oh, okay. I'm calling them out. I'm sorry, mama. I'm trying to see what's up, man. All right, we got 3 people and 3 likes. That's what's up. All right, so we got a birthday girl. What's up? Birthday girl. Oh, oh, oh. I never met no one like you before. I think I like Taylor Swift, y'all. I heard like 3 Taylor Swift songs and I like them. All right, did you have a question or did you just want me to bust these cars out? Nah. I think I seen that one. Her shit, I ain't know her shit coded. Like she be her shit coded. Like I was looking at some of the songs on her new album. I think that one on her new album. What was I saying again? Yeah, I was looking at the songs on her new album, and I was like, damn, these the like even listening to like the like Opalite, Faith of Ophelia. I'm like, man, Taylor Swift is like, first of all, she probably deeper. She probably a Scarlet Witch. I think she the Scarlet Witch of the industry. Everybody, I don't know. Uh, mm, to be honest with you, it's just a lot of us just waking up. You got to think, man. When they was, you got to think we was when they was making a lot of those part of slavery. They experimented on us spiritually too, like what like abusing us and like what it do to our aura and shit like that. How abusing us make us strong, like how abusing us make us bigger, all types of shit. Like uh, damn, it was something else I wanted to say. But long story short, though, when they was making a lot of advancements in spirituality, we was either in chains or just coming out of chains. So they had a couple generations on us. Uh, that's why shit looked the way it looked now. To be honest with you, but the thing is that the ones who was at the top is falling asleep. All right, so or being forced to sleep, one of the two. Uh, whatever. She said, "Bust it open." I tell her bust that open, and I tell her bring it back. I'm a Scorpio, something like you never had. All right, let's see what's going on, man. It's been a while since we read. So I do got a question. So have you had any growth and specifically related? Have so the session that we had, has that been a catalyst for any growth for you on your path? Country. We about to do a podcast. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay, so we got the 10. Okay. Actually, I'm interested. All right, happy birthday, man. We about to do a thorough breakdown. Okay, so we're starting off with the Ten of Swords and the King of Wands again. Okay. We got the Wheel of Fortune. And we got the Six of Wands. So the reason why I asked you that question, and it's especially the way I asked you that question is very. I asked for a reason, and the reason is because I need to do an energy check since the last time we really spoke. Like I know we came across each other probably, but I just wanted to see where we was at, see if I can get a feel for something. Uh, that might be the catalyst. If what I channel if what I channeled before is correct, then what I would say is that that could be the catalyst that's going to force you to be alone with yourself. And my thing is that never mind. I just know what it was like for me going through certain stages, dealing with the stuff that I went through, and when I couldn't drink no more and I can smoke because smoking made me think. Drinking put me to sleep. Smoking woke me up. And I was fighting. Ooh, it took a lot. It took a lot. It took a whole lot to wake me up. But once I was forced to be alone with myself, which required a whole lot because I kept distracting myself with people, with alcohol, with I kept distracting myself. I always had a distraction. Video games. I always had a distraction. And once that shit was gone and I was forced to talk to myself and get to know myself, man, that's what happened around my Saturn return. Around when I was going on 30 years old. And so me being the age I am now, I can see where that phase came and left and what was needed. Man. All right. So back to these cards, right? Um you got the Ten of Swords, the King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Wands reverse. So I want to focus on the Six of Wands reverse because I feel like the indication of that is important. Disharmony with desires is how I interpret this right now. I almost want to ask you in what area, but it almost kind of it matter, but it don't. It'll help. Hold on 1 second. Chart, or if it's because we have had like eclipses and new moons and all that stuff. But there is a tragic ending here, but it's not a tragic ending for you per se. It's more or less a tragic ending for something that's probably long overdue, right? to me, the Ten of Swords is one of those rock bottom cards, whereas like we had plenty of ample of opportunities to correct something, and we didn't, and so then we end up forced to move on, right? Uh, but moving on is going to give you the ability. How can I say this? Moving forward would be able to. It gives you the ability to wield your wand with might. I don't like saying this, but it's almost like when they say like you taking back your power or you finding yourself. I don't like using those terms because I feel like those terms is like when you really sit down and think about some of those terms, it's like it can be a curse, right? It can be a curse. Saying things like, "Oh, I lost myself. I need to get out this relationship. I lost myself. I don't know who I am no more." That's a curse. That's a fast way for you to lose your spirit, and for somebody to walk into your body and take control. Man, we got to be careful with the stuff we say. Anyways, I'm really liking the combination of the King of Wands and this Wheel of Fortune because to me that's reinforcing the idea of uh forcing or being forced to move forward, but in the midst of you moving forward you get everything you've been looking for, right? Again, the same concept of I'm lost or I don't know myself or whatever, right? That Wheel of Fortune is saying that you should have been did this, right? It's almost like when we all put something off. Wait, I feel like that may be love. I didn't even know you was typing stuff. Coco, stop, girl. I feel like that may be love. What that song say? I got everything I want in my life except a girlfriend. Beyonce. Oh, not Beyonce. You sing that song. Jay Z. No, B2K. I'm tripping. B2K. Tell me some Jay Z, Beyonce. What the fuck? Maybe Jay Z did borrow that line in some form or fashion. Anyways, oh look at this. You'll appreciate this. I don't know if I'm gonna leave these in here. I might leave them in here for a while. I don't know. Can you see this? Look at that. All right. That's like a Mariana. You know what I'm saying? That's old. Bow Wow. I think. I don't know. I don't know. It's so old. I can't remember. All right. All right. So back to these cards. I think this Ten of Swords is definitely a confirmation that transformation is here. I would just embrace it, and the reason why is because I'm getting the feeling that you've been holding yourself back, not on purpose, not like you've been doing anything bad per se. It's just we all go on a journey, and we all, have to overcome things. So that's just what I'm channeling. Like it was something, or it is something that you've been holding on to, or maybe you've been putting it off, one or the two, and maybe you're being forced to see it. But it's okay because okay, so that makes sense now, especially with the Six of Wands being under the King of Wands. That makes so much sense. So what I'm picking up on with that Six of Wands being at the end, is that now is not a time to be complacent or comfortable. Now is not even time to pat yourself on the back. Now is the time to. It's not about what you doing, or it's about. No, how do I want to say this? It ain't even so much about how much you doing or whatever. It's more or less about what are you doing. Are you getting the right things done at the right time when you need to get it done, how you need to get it done, etc. Right? And it's almost like you waiting or you wanting something, but you're not getting it is the real lesson. Well, you recognizing why you're not getting it is the real lesson. Pushing forward is the key. Uh oh, 2026. So I don't know if you remember this or not, but I said that 2026 was the year of superseding our potential, right? Superseding our potential to me means that one, we got to understand potential. Potential is what we think is possible, right? Potential is what we think is possible, okay? So so a lot of people know what they can do and they come up short, right? I mean, we are creatures of habit and we take the path of least resistance, right? Uh Humans, we don't want it too easy, we don't want it too hard, right? Too easy we get bored, too hard we get bored. Uh so the key is being a through. What's up, girl? What you need? What do you want? You sleepy? Yes, you sleepy. What's up? Hey, hey, what you doing? You bored? They left you all alone and I'm talking to the people? Well, you know you the baby. You know that. You the baby. Are you the mamas? Huh? Are you the mamas? Yes, you the good girl. Yes, you the good girl. You been a good girl. Here you are. Here you are. Baby. Oh, baby. Okay. Can I go back to working? Can I go to work now? You got a little bit of love? That's enough? That's not enough? You gotta get down now. What you want? You wanna play? No, I'm busy right now, okay? Let me go to work. Let me go to work, okay? Okay, good girl. So, superseding our potential. So potential is what we think is possible, right? Uh and we all know our threshold for pain, right? Like for me, like I've done a few tattoos on myself, right? I know what pain feel like, right? I played sports, I did sprained ankles, I did dislocated fingers, etc., right? We got an idea of what pain feel like, right? Whether it's emotional or whatever, it still have a physical reaction. Sometimes the emotional stuff hurt even worse because your whole body hurt when you be emotionally hurting. but 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 we know it's possible, right? And especially what I just learned about you earlier, it make a whole lot more sense because I know a lot of people. Now I'm talking about professional wise. I know a lot of people like you who operate the way you do, and well, not I do, and and a lot of them. What I noticed, so what I'm noticing is that a lot of people in life they have hidden strengths and the hidden it takes spirit or the algorithm of their life to bring out those hidden strengths. And if they don't tap into those hidden strengths, then they will be, a lot of people will be just who they are. They'll just be average, right? A lot of like crackheads, for example, was like that, where they like really smart or like they work really hard, but they never really become like a full, well-rounded person. And so they dull themselves down for existence. You do that make sense? I need to know because I'll just be talking, man. But I need you to interact. But Coco, stop! I'm trying to talk, baby. Coco, can you sit? What's wrong? You want to play? I can't play right now. She fighting her sleep, and she just want to play, y'all. All right, don't bite me. Uh, you gotta move, girl. There you go. So potential, superseding potential. So self-perceived limitations. I think we all heard that before. I don't want us to succumb to what we think can go wrong or whatever. Or what we think is possible, right? Stack wins. Get used to stacking wins. Get used to being a winner, right? 2026, we have to supersede our potential. Our Yeah, no, and that's the thing because you're gonna be forced to do that. You're That's the thing. And it's like, and you're gonna realize that it's a strength in that for you. It's a part of you, it's a part of our maturation as we go through, as we develop on our journey, again, we're gonna be called to fill spaces. I think you've been around when I've talked about that. We're going to be called to fill spaces, especially the spaces that we create for ourselves. Like me being a reader, right? I created a space for myself to be a reader. And then when I stopped being a reader, it's a void. But it's not just a void in me because as above, so you, etc. So there's people who's going to be missing me. There's going to be people who's going to be like, hey, KP, you quit doing readings now? That's how you feel? You just going to leave us? Well, I was like, in my head, I'm like, look, I've been posting stuff saying, I think this is my last live, y'all. I don't know where y'all was at. Where was y'all at when I was out there asking for help? You know what I'm saying? But we create spaces and we gotta fill it or we gotta close it the right way. Because then we're gonna always wonder what if or all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And well, who got time for that, right? Who got time for what ifs and shoulda, coulda, woulda, and you're an adult, you know what I'm talking about. So I think the reason why we left off on the Six of Wands is because everything that you sit back and look at your past. Sit back and see how far you came. Because everything that you've achieved up to this point was, first of all, meant to be. And for two, it didn't just happen, right? You had to be in situations and circumstances that aligned, right? You could have made a bad decision that put you on the path to not be in the place where you at now. Answer the call is what I just heard. I'm going to tell you this. Your future self is so smart that your future self sat down in meditation and sent messages to the past to help you. You need to sit down and meditate and receive those messages. And one way to pick up on those future messages is for you to look at your younger self and send messages back to your younger self. Like, don't you know when they say go back to an event that happened in your childhood and they say tell yourself everything gonna be okay. Yeah, we take that to a whole nother level over here. I got stuff for people that help. I just can't make you. I got you. I just can't make you. But your future self left messages for you. To get you through today. And you can pick up on those messages, man, because your future self already been through what you're going through now. That's why you making certain decisions so you can learn certain lessons. I don't think it's a past life thing. I mean, it is kind of sort of, but a lot of people are not ready to talk about that. We are half of our parents. We two halves of our parents. We so the life we live in is a past life, but it's our ancestors. We are walking ancestors. But yeah, they say when you do the ancestor worship, then you venerating the dead. No, when you do ancestor worship, you strengthen your DNA. You raise your voltage physically. Oh yeah, yeah. No, we don't. This ain't just heebie-jeebie stuff. Yeah, we know the science behind this. Yeah, yeah, we know the science behind this, and it ain't come overnight. It ain't come overnight. You've been chatting with your girl about what? Ancestors about what? What's the confirmation? Look, an hour, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds. Your younger self? Yeah, I don't really. The past life thing is kind of weird. It's not really a past life. It's more or less like a clone continuations of a story where two people clone what people clone themselves and they continue a story. It's like life is like a goosebumps book. When your DNA split so many times. Yeah, girl. Better get that shit. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it. Get it. Well, if that's confirmation, then we on to something then. That let you know that you need to be scheduling your next appointment with who? With who? With the Who's from Whoville. Young Pluto, aka King of Pancakes, aka Coupon, aka Q-Tip. All right, so let's get you best course of action real quick. So again, facilitate the change, make the change happen. All right, and when you make this change happen, that King of Wands come into play. The King of Wands is going to lead you to abundance. All right, everything that you've gotten in the past, everything that's leading up to today was meant to be. Now you get to choose what's meant to be in the future. All right, and I want you to don't. It's okay. And that Six of Wands is telling me that to tell you it's okay to stop and smell the flowers, right? It's okay to enjoy it, but we need to be thinking 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years down the line. You are immortal, you hear me? I don't hear me, man. It's okay to smell the flowers, just don't get stuck in the garden. So best course of action is the moon card. I want you to live in your truth. This is all about you living in your truth. This is about you letting it all hang out. Uh, Cope, what are you doing? You been good? Warriors. I'm actually kind of excited for the basketball season. Steph Curry. Yeah. You gotta walk in truth, man. Uh, if there's any confusion, what I'm hearing is that you need to do a self scan on yourself, and you need to deep breathe. And while you deep breathing, you need to see where your body defaultly holds tension, and you need to consciously work on that. Okay, when you do that, you're going to pass years of grief. Coke, what are you doing? You hear me? It's gonna be years of piled up shit that you need to get rid of. The best way to do it is to breathe through it and to cry through it. All right. Where you hold tension can tell you what type of stress you holding, right? If you holding like tension in your shoulders, I think that's anger. In the stomach, I think it's low self esteem, right? It's ways to diagnose if people hold sexual trauma, right? Sometimes we look at like knock knee, pigeon toes, stuff like that. Cause sometimes that's a subconscious protection of your genitalia. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we need to pay attention to where we hold tension in our body. If you sitting down normal on the couch and your toes pointed in and your legs crossed and you balled up, I know something is. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. KP, every time I get angry, my eye twitch. We need to pay attention to where we hold in stress in our body. Do a body scan. But after that body scan, you need to be able to walk with your chin up. You need to walk in truth. You need to walk in truth. You need to walk in truth. This moon card is telling me that we need to put down the conscious mind. Go back and listen to some of the collective readings I've been doing. We need to put down that conscious mind for a second and use it when we have to. It's time for us to really let happiness and let frequency guide our path. Let intuition guide our path. Some things we do have to plan out. Some things we do have to be meticulous about. Some things we do have to make sure to make sure. But we work hard to build the mind and the emotional fortitude to be able to live free. When you live free, you realize that if you say I gotta wake up by a certain time because I gotta be somewhere at a certain time, your body might wake you up an hour earlier than what you need to even be woke. You ever had a big day at school, had a field trip at school, and then you wake up at 3:30 in the morning? That ain't accident. You ever had your first day of work or something, and you you couldn't go to sleep, or you went to sleep just fine, you woke up super early? Come on, man. There's something else going on within us. There's a divine intelligence within us. We have to tune into it. we get so caught up trying to finesse and wiggle and survive that we don't able to ever follow that truth that's within us. Everything. So you know what I'm talking about. You know I'm not lying. Everything got a rhythm to it. You know I'm not lying. Everything got a rhythm to it. Everything got a cycle to it. Everything. Only thing I would say is just that when you own in this authenticity, you got to make sure it's something that you want to be, or something you want to be known for, or however you look at it, and own it. After that, you own it. You own it. So my thing is that if you can get free from the mental chains, free enough to that say that you need to wake up early and you wake up early on time every day without an alarm clock, then what else can you do? What else can you do? I don't know, man. I just want to see people win, man. I've been a loser. I thought I was a loser all my life. I thought I was broken. I thought that, I remember being a kid, I don't know, I had to be like 10, maybe younger. I remember watching shows like Seven Heaven. Seven Heaven really was the show that was a catalyst. I remember asking myself like, damn man, would I grow up in the projects if I was white? Would I have a dad if I was white? Man, ain't no kid supposed to be thinking about shit like that, man. Period. That should not help. That, I mean, well, if it's happened, then it's under the sun. Then it's technically it's natural, but it's not it's not optimistic. But it's it's not it's not the best thing for the psyche. So that's why I tell people like, man, you ain't gotta suffer in silence. You ain't gotta suffer because you ain't got no money. You ain't gotta suffer because you think that you hopeless. I just need somebody who's willing to try. Me too. Felt weird because I was different. Realizing I was wise beyond my years. I can't even say wise beyond your years. I understand what you're saying, but you just was on a different frequency than the average person. But if you notice, every single year, the minimum, listen to this. Every single year, what it take to be average get the requirements of what it every single year the requirements of what it take to be average gets lower and lower and lower. And if you want proof, look at the booty shorts in Walmart. Some of these women look like they on their way to the pool and they just going to Walmart. I'm confused. Did you just wake up? Did you sleep in your car last night? Don't get me wrong. Nobody's supposed to be harassed, right? Nobody deserves to be harassed. But if I'm walking down the street and I got on the police officer's uniform, I can't be upset if somebody asks me for help. I deserve to smack myself on the back of the neck for being mad that somebody asked me for help. You got on a shirt that says security, and then when somebody asks you for help, you get mad? That don't make sense, cuz. That don't make sense. So which one is you? Are you what you say you is, or you not? Which one is it? It look like we got a world full of imposters, man, and it's okay. And it's okay. And it's okay to make up shit about other people too. So not only is people making up shit about themselves, right? They being somebody they not. Maybe they manifesting. I don't know. Look like they just lying to me. But you can drag other people too, man. It's some foul ass black magic going on, man. It's some foul shit. Oh shit, what time is it, man? What the fuck time is it? It's one of them days. Said, stop playing with me, gang. 9:45. I forgot. That's how I needed to do that. Okay. That's how I get rid of that. Hey, y'all, this live was brought to y'all by Twix and a $2 bill. I want to scratch my lottery tickets, man. I want to win some money. I already know I bought the winning tickets. I just want to scratch it. Left or right? Oh no. I'm ambidextrous, so it just depends on, I don't know what mood I'm in. Can I tell you a secret? I really like gummies and fruit snacks. I really, really do. You know, I did a poll on my channel the other day, and I asked that left Twix or right. You know, the thing about me, I ain't gonna say too much, but I'm gonna speak directly to somebody. The thing about me is that I never had nobody to coddle me and hold me and tell me everything gonna be okay. How I said this on live the other day. How I learned how to deal with shit was going to boot camp, was being forced to think my way through things, was being forced to survive when I had no options, no resources. I just had to sit there and take certain things, take abuse, take being neglected, take being disrespected. So I empathize and sympathize with pain and hurt and stuff like that. But I'm living proof that we can't succumb to it. We gotta stay stronger than a circumstance. We gotta stay bigger than the circumstance that we in. And once we get through the adversity, then we can have the cupcakes and we can have the stickers and we can have the parties and we can, you know what I'm saying? But some things we just gotta do. Unfortunately, it's just like that. But you'd be better for it. You will. It's and I always tell people this, like, do you want to sacrifice long-term happiness for a temporary feeling? No, you don't. You don't. I I'm headed in the right direction, man. I'm only here right now today because I was able to experience certain things. Now, I'm not gonna say that. What I will say is this, right? Because I didn't finish. What I will say is this: sitting down and shutting the fuck up and just accepting things and being patient until something else came along was something that was hard, but it happened. And I've been blessed a lot. I've been blessed more than I've been lucky. I've been blessed. I'm just blessed. I don't know what else to say. I'm blessed. And so I'm a walking testimony of what that perseverance can do. That's why I speak so matter of factly, because not only did I learn this shit, but I experienced this stuff before I learned the words to go along with it. Before I learned this, I had to experience this stuff before I even took a psychology class. You got to think, I was homeless from that. I went to foster care in the 8th grade. I got out of foster care in the 9th grade. I was only in foster care for a year, but the shit that I went through in that year was crazy. And then after that, I went home from 9th grade to 10th grade. Then after that, I never lived with my mom ever again. I never was in the same house with my mom probably more than a couple hours. And that probably didn't happen until so basically I was either living with my girlfriends from the time of being 15 years old and up. I've been living with girls, sleeping on couches. Like I lived with my first girlfriend in like the 10th grade. You see what I'm saying? My girlfriend mother took me in like the 10th grade. Like I've been through the teenage homelessness. I didn't become head of household. Now, it's been times where I was on the lease, but I never became head of household until I was 25 years old. Now, I ain't gonna lie, that is common for some men to have certain things later in life. A lot of women, not all, a lot of women get off lucky because they have kids early and and they get them checks and stuff. I ain't hating, I'm just speaking the truth. Right? We all know. Like, we all know some women, like, girl, if you ain't had them kids and you wasn't getting them stamps, you wouldn't be shit. We all know those people. We all got an auntie that got 8 kids and she ain't shit. We all got an auntie. But I had to live it before I can explain it. I had to live it. So all that shit, I'm talking about like self-destructive behaviors. I had to live it before I knew what a self-destructive behavior was. PTSD. What? All this stuff I've been through? What? I didn't know what that stuff was until I had already lived through it. That's why I'm able to take these cards and run them the way they do, because I can really truly connect the cards to real life, because they 72 the tarot cards is just like the Bible. The Bible represents, it's a colorful storybook that shows different situations and circumstance a person could experience, and not only that, but show you the power of manifestation. What the Bible does, basically, it tells you, like, no matter what you're going through, you can manifest your way out of it. I just said I've been going through stuff, and then God turned around and send somebody to me with the same exact issue, so I could give my testimony and help them through. Well, that's what's up. That's what I always tell people. This is why I go through what I go through, so I can tell my little brothers, so I can tell my nieces and nephews, so I can tell the little neighbor kids or my little cousins or whatever. Wait. Good girl. Wait. Good girl. Wait. Good girl. What did I just say? Go! Stop! You don't fuck around and break everything.
Give me a second.
Sit down. Wait. Wait. She can't help. She can't help. But y'all doing better with that barking, bro. Man, I had him done with that barking shit. He right back.
Come on. Get off that couch.
I wonder if these any good. I seen these. They got a couple of good ones. They need to go one more. Oh, okay. But yeah, though, man. Where we at? We got a commercial break. It says 0 people in here.
Green chair.
Okay, it says 1 person in here. No, it must have the commercials must have came on. Damn.
Coco!
Sorry. What's this? Watermelon?
It's okay. Shh. Go ahead. She okay. Go ahead. She just runs around. She'll come back. She right there. Look at her. Let her run for a second.
Oh my God, I cannot wait.
Coco. She just smelling. Go ahead and go. Go potty, Coco.
That's the. She said they'd be aggressive commercials.
Amanda, shut up. Go potty. Go potty, Amanda. Coco.
Yo, you don't want my hair to get too big now. Be a long day for everybody. If you go delete shit, you got to be faster than that. If you gonna do it, you gotta be quicker than that. Soon as you know, I know it got to be gone. That shit is funny. The dogs, man, these dogs is funny. But yeah, though, man, I can't wait. I'm about to roll up. Coke. Yo, I'm about to roll up. So I don't know, man. I might do my I was thinking about doing my lottery tickets tonight. Oh, these smell good. Oh, they smell like. Dang, I don't know what that candy is. They smell like watermelon candy.
Get off my couch. You have fun, honey? Sit.
Put her on the puppy cup.
Lay down. Lay down. You gotta try to see what she's doing. Big.
Hmm. They do smell like Jolly Ranchers. You know what they smell like? They smell like tea and Jolly Ranchers. It smell like Jolly Rancher tea. Oh man, this smells so good. I'm about to. Ooh, you already know what I'm about to do. I go to the moon. Yeah, yeah. I feel like balloons. Hey, look, don't worry. Hey, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Man, I did not know Coco was so young. So Coco, so we found out the new dog we got. We found out she just like now she probably just now 7 months now, 8 months now. I can't remember. I think she 8 months now in August. So all the time I just thought she was bad as fuck. No, she was just young and untrained. I think she American Pit, American Pit Bull Terrier. She fit. She looked very very close to it. I don't got no DNA test though, but yeah, she a bully breed. And the crazy part is that the other dog we got, he's small and he 5 years old. So he ain't really spent a lot of time with other dogs. So he used to be in the on. He got only child syndrome. So it's a puppy here who's gonna be damn near twice his size, and she a bully. So she like to play fight. The other dog we got, he more of a sniffing. He a a outside dog. A will he a beagle mix. So they sniff and stuff like that. They make noise and shit. That's what they do. So her energy be driving him crazy. Cause he like, look, man, you coming through here with all this crazy shit. I'm trying to chill, right? I'm trying to get some of these table scraps. You trying to wrestle. You trying to do all this crazy shit. I'm trying to get some of this human food. No, you won't, cause he too small. He'll just leave. He'll make a little noise, but he won't make too much noise at her because uh he saw it. Well, like when she first got here, he used to be real pissy. And so he saw our reaction whenever he would snap on her. So now he don't really do it too much. But he'd just try to run in the other room. Like she be bullying the fuck out of him for real. He don't even fuck around no more. Like when it's treat time, he'd just go in the other room and wait for you to bring him a treat. He not even about to even play. Like he don't want no parts of you trying to even do none of that. Like, what up? I'd be like, what up? She'd be like, hey, y'all. I had a senior dog show up and he would play with the pups. But when they got on his nerves, he made they sit down. Yeah, like I said, this dog, he ain't got I don't know. See, I mean, you can't really generalize. You can generalize dogs, but you can't. You gone? You gone? You gone or you still here? I need to know. Is the chat delayed? I got a potty, man. I ain't even gonna front. What y'all doing? Y'all waiting on that mama? What's she doing? Whew, man. Man, oh man. I wonder how long that took. Hocus pocus.